Hello everyone. Welcome to this no-holds-barred debate on India's new education policy, NEP 2020. I'm Pragati, and I believe the NEP is a bold reform that will revolutionize India's education system and prepare our students for the future.
And I'm Nitya, here to expose the brutal truths about the NEP. Is it really about education reform, or is there a hidden agenda? Let's dive into this debate and uncover the facts.
The NEP 2020 is a groundbreaking reform that modernizes India's education system, making it more inclusive, skill-oriented, and globally competitive. It promotes holistic learning, reduces rote memorization, and empowers students with real-world skills.
That's the idealistic view, Pragati. But in reality, NEP 2020 is deeply flawed. It lacks proper implementation strategies, overburdens students with multiple languages, and worsens the gap between urban and rural education.
One of NEP's best features is the 5+3+3+4 structure, replacing the outdated 10+2 system. It ensures foundational learning from an early age, making education more effective.
True, but the lack of trained teachers and resources makes this transition chaotic. Many rural schools can't even afford proper infrastructure, let alone implement a structured learning model.
The NEP introduces a three-language system, mother tongue, English, and an additional language. This will promote national unity and help students work across India. For example, a Tamil student learning Hindi can work in North India, and a Hindi student learning Tamil can work in the South. Isn't this a great way to unite India?
Unity? Or cultural imposition? Tamil Nadu has been following a two-language policy for decades, Tamil and English. Why force Hindi or any other language as compulsory? This is not about unity, it's about imposing linguistic dominance.
But Nitya, learning multiple languages is a skill. It opens up more opportunities for students. Why limit them to just two languages?
Opportunities? Or burden? Students are already struggling with two languages. Adding a third will increase their stress. And let's not forget, states were not even consulted before rolling out this policy.
Consultation takes time. The NEP is for national progress. A common language fosters national integration.
Integration? Or linguistic favoritism? Will the central government impose Tamil in North India? No. But South India is forced to accept Hindi. That's hypocrisy.
The NEP mandates that students study in their mother tongue till 5th standard. Research shows that children learn better in their native language. This will help rural students understand concepts clearly and reduce dropout rates. Finland and Japan have succeeded with this model. Why can't India?
Pragati, what about English? It's the global language of business and science. If students study only in their mother tongue, how will they compete globally? NEP may trap rural students in regional limitations.
But learning in the mother tongue strengthens foundational knowledge. English can be learned later.
And fall behind urban students who started English early? In today's world, English is a skill, not just a language. Denying early exposure will widen the rich-poor divide.
The NEP shifts the focus from rote learning to practical knowledge. Students will learn coding from 6th grade, and subjects like science and math will have more hands-on activities. This will bridge the gap between education and employment.
Practical knowledge? With what infrastructure? Rural schools don't even have science labs or computers. How will they teach coding?
The government has promised to upgrade infrastructure and train teachers.
Government promises are not enough. Where is the execution? How long will it take? Meanwhile, private schools will adopt these changes quickly, leaving government school students behind.
The NEP allows students to choose subjects based on their interests. A student can study physics, history, and music together. This flexibility will help them explore their passions and build diverse skill sets.
Flexibility? Or confusion? How will schools manage this? Do they have teachers for every combination? And what about G and NET? They still follow the old system. How will students prepare for them?
Flexibility means less pressure on students. They can pursue their passion.
Passion or lack of direction. In the real world, students need specialization. This policy could leave them unprepared for jobs.
The multiple entry-exit system in colleges allows flexibility. Students can leave with a diploma or degree at different stages instead of dropping out with nothing.
In theory, yes. But where's the clarity on credit transfers? Not all colleges are equipped to handle this, and it might lead to confusion rather than flexibility. NEP encourages privatization of education, increasing fees and making quality learning unaffordable for the poor. Education should be a right, not a luxury.
That's a misconception. NEP promotes public-private partnerships to improve quality and accessibility.
Yet, the government's education budget hasn't increased significantly. How can NEP work if there's no proper funding?
Some states are opposing the NEP because they fear change. But education is a shared responsibility between the central and state governments. The NEP is a national policy, and states should cooperate for the greater good of the country.
Cooperation or dictatorship? Education is a state subject. The center cannot impose policies without consulting states. Tamil Nadu and Kerala have their own successful education models. Why force a one-size-fits-all policy on them?
But the NEP benefits all states. It's about national progress.
National progress or central control. The NEP is being imposed without considering state-specific needs. This is not reform, it's coercion.
The NEP is a bold step towards transforming India's education system. It focuses on practical knowledge, multilingualism, and flexibility, preparing students for the future. Yes, there are challenges, but with proper implementation, it can work wonders.
The NEP is a well-intentioned but poorly planned reform. It imposes unnecessary burdens on students and states without addressing the real issues: lack of infrastructure, funding, and teacher training. We need a more inclusive and consultative approach.
What do you think? Is the NEP a bold reform or a hidden agenda? Let us know in the comments.
If you enjoyed this debate, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking discussions. Until next time, stay curious.